Everyone, welcome to today's stream. I'm of course, or this morning's stream, I should say. I'm of course your host, Samus. Power on, connected. Let's put some music on for now. I think we're probably just gonna have a relatively quiet day, rocking through the through some level 8 stuff here. I don't know exactly what that's going to be, but we'll figure it out. What am I in the mood for this morning? Should we just try like a random daily mix? Sure. The problem with Spotify's daily mix or whatever is I occasionally listen to stand-up, and definitely don't want to listen to stand-up while I'm trying to play DDO. Alright. So for those of you who are kind of keeping up with the situation, Javabot is level 10. We did take some time to gear up. It's a little bit awkward because reasons. I'm commended. Is that hit points? That could be hit points. That would be nice. $300 experiences. Take it. Maybe a little loud for what I'm trying to do this morning. Turn it down slightly. We have quite a bit of like miscellaneous name stuff that needs to get eaten soon. But I'll have to wait. I really didn't expect the servers to be up this morning, so kind of expected them to be another day, or not a day, but another couple hours. Really thought we would be like streaming Magic or something this morning. So it's nice to be in DDO for sure. Papa Bumble just TR, it looks like. Not really anybody else in our range. That's fine. Let's just figure out what we want to do then. I said we have quite a bit of wiggle room here. We have Spice, we have Stormcleave. I feel like isn't the first part of CO6, isn't that level 8 also? Yeah, this is it. So let's see, we have this rank, those are 2. We need just a little bit extra before we go start that. So let's go knock out a quick Spies, I think. I think that'll be the most correct. Alright, looks like our tweet's out. Also, I don't think I saw... I mean, I know there's a lot of people streaming right now, Voodoo and StreamTom. But I don't think I saw an announcement that from DDO Unlimited's Twitter account. The servers are back up. Oh, there it is. Wow. The reason why I didn't see it was 2 hours ago. That was a quick downtime. Guess I was dealing with my mother-in-law dropping off her dog. Your dog's sitting again. So there'll probably be a window where I'm just going to have to mute. And the stream will go ASMR. Should make an overlay for when we have an ASMR stream. ASMR window. This isn't where I was going to go at all. This is where I wanted to go. First place, so I guess we'll start here. It's not the wisest move, I don't think. What like other miscellaneous junk do we have here? So I'm specifically looking for like random XP pots. I feel like I have some. Like bound to account Java-based character or pots. I'll have to look, like from rewards or something. Now would have been a good time to drink those up. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab these because normally what I do is I get the first ones. I don't think it'll be enough to like make up a difference in experience, but it's only a few seconds out of the way to grab the rest of them. Again, assuming that I did all the ones that were close to before. And actually, no. So as I mentioned before, I've been spending a lot of time watching Voltron. I find it to be extremely deep TV show for an animated show on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen it. It's extremely high quality show. Okay. I just not as much looking, just trying to see if we think at the end that time's going to be worth it. We actually are going to want her to come with us, I think. I don't think we're going to have the... Oh, man. Can we get lucky and charm it? Oh, we did. Nice. Okay. Well, that's going to help a lot. Combination of being on fire and... There we go. Thank you. And frozen. That's not fun. Thanks for your help killing your friend, no? I appreciate that, mate. And you dropped a fragment for us, too? You're the best NPC I've seen today. Alright. We should get... We would get an LFM up, but I suspect that... not probably get a lot of takers. Not a lot of people are into CO6 for some reason, and I'm not sure why. It's might be one of the best packs. I know old Strimtom's been putting out some tier lists of packs or whatever. I'm curious where he put this one. Oh my goodness, what is up? Come on, give me those. There
It's a very intense moment. The chance to try something
Thanks, Bard.
nobody's ever tried before.
Subscribe for 19 months. I think we're gonna have a good stream. We're thanks for the 19 months, my friend. I appreciate it. We're doing all right, all things considered. Glad that the announcement worked. I'm always like, I have some people who say that they've renewed and stuff like that, and their messages don't fire up because Twitch doesn't report them. So I'll have to go back and figure out why. I've tried several times and I've never figured it out. So we're currently playing a Bard, by the way. We're setting up for raiding. We're going to do buff, debuff, raid Bard. And this is for Java to kind of chill out and be a helper, hopefully. And we... Okay. Just chop some firewood, I guess. Choppity chop. Otherwise, things are good. Hope you're also doing well, my friend. Alright. Talking about Voltron. I've been finding it in particularly moving. The character development is impressive for an animated show, I think. And the setups are really good as well. Stuff that like we know happens so much later. The writer is very talented. I'm really tempted now to go see if I could track down other things that he has done to see if I would like them as much. I think that slow is too song for me at the moment. Sometimes the Spotify mix is like really on point, and sometimes it's like, why? Okay, we got lucky and we got the shortest possible run of this quest. So, because we started the way we did, we made that weird shape, right? We went over here and then we double backed. We set it up in a situation where if the jailer was in that room, then we don't have to run around anymore. We could just leave. But if he's anywhere else along the point, then we know that we just need to double back. So we just... It's the most efficient that I have found to kind of get through this stuff. I don't know. Back to Voltron again. Apologies for the topic swings back and forth, but as things like make sense to me, or come to mind, I'm gonna adjust things. But yeah, I don't know. It's I really hope they have a couple more seasons. I think I'm on season 6. I haven't looked to see how many seasons there are. But really enjoying it. And then I found out that I can watch Babylon 5 on HBO. So we'll check it out probably soon. It's another show that I've wanted to watch for a while. All right, and now Alright, we gotta definitely be careful of the Lightbringer. We saw the poison go off, so we good. Alright, trolls or casters? I guess I'd rather go trolls. I feel like that's usually the case. Oh, plague? Nice. Thanks. Not bad. Take that. Alright, if the dog starts going crazy, I will mute the stream. I bet this is the time. I'll be back.
Again, the voice calls from the gloom.
Alright, well, they're not barking anymore, so we'll see what happens. Maybe they were just barking to bark. Hi, babies. Hi. So, like I said before, we're dog sitting for my mother-in-law, and Quinn is terrified of my mother-in-law. Often when we take a trip and we can't take the dogs, my mother-in-law checks in on them. So I think she's associated my mother-in-law being around with us leaving. That's the closest thing that I can kind of come up with why she freaks out so much. It's either that or something happened when Quinn was very little and stuck with her. It's just, she's almost always been that way. Get a heal. I noticed that we ran out of the short buffs again mid-fight. I gotta do a better job of watching those. 1 minute is not a very long time. Love CO6, man. I wonder if I should do these tier lists. I mean, they sound good. I often will put things in short lists. Movies, books, TV shows, etc. I haven't thought about doing stuff in DDO or some of the other games that we play. Maybe we should start doing that. No, I have a fantasy about basically starting to record a late night show for nerds. Something's coming together in my brain hole, and I'm not entirely sure how it's going to shape up yet. But could be very cool. Or it could be nothing. But, we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and detour here just because these guys are going to continue to give chase and we can remount up and not have to worry about them. Alright, let's go ahead and grab the far explorer point over here. Feel like I'm probably missing some. Oh, there's names here even. Alright, we'll do this too. So, for probably less than a minute extra work, we've earned an extra 2,000 experience. I think it's a pretty good rate. Yeah, we're definitely missing 2, apparently. Scorpions for sure, because I almost never remember to get that one when I'm running around. What's the other one? Oh, probably the trolls on top. Again, we're fighting more casters. Normally when I fight a lot of casters, I'm pretty comfortable with it. But Java's a little bit different. This build is not great DPS, and the build is not great crowd control. Like, our crowd control is dwindling as our melee prowess increases, and our melee prowess is not increasing enough to make up for that drop off. Again, our build is not intended to be, I don't know what the word is here. It's not compensating in the way that I would like it to. Let me put it like that. Another mark of law. It's like Didio really wants to hurt my feels. Alright, I should be late enough that Jerry has started his stream. I kinda would like to listen in on it. So, let me try turning this music off and see if my Twitch app says that he's up. Like, it hasn't sent me an update saying that he's gone live. There it is. I'm sure he's showing off more Salt Marsh. Oh, talk about doing the... Oh, wait, what am I doing? Duh. Forget what thing we're doing. Alright. So I got it up. Shh. Quinn.
The last altar crumbles to dust. A wave of rage buffets the temple and stills. The power of the Dark Six is lessened here. You have found the side exit of the temple. You can escape now. A foul miasma shrouds these ruins. The Temple of the Six lies dormant no more.
What's my quest list before Ravenloft? I typically don't start Ravenloft until I'm level 12, but we could do it at any time. I've personally found that if I wait till 12, then we're in good shape. But, like, just my general leveling line, I just kind of pick whatever I like, I have fun with. And I just kind of work my way through it. So to kind of give you an idea of what's up, I'll just scroll through it here. Sometimes you could go through and do Feywild. I spend a little extra time playing in the new quest zone just to see it. So what level are you, Michael? I guess I can look if your character's logged on. 12. We could probably do Ravenloft soon. Some of these jump up and level pretty fast too. Like this is 11, so I should have hasted. That's foolish of me. Definitely should have hasted. Catch this Reaper now. There we go. Yeah, I thought I would. I should have probably leveled last night, but I have been fighting migraine all day yesterday really badly. That my medication certainly made a huge difference, but I'm just brain melty. I'm trying to keep things muted, on again, off again for the dog. I mentioned before that my mother-in-law's here, but that means that she's going to be extra, or has been here, on again, off again. So she's going to be extra, like, on guard until my mother-in-law definitely shows up and takes her dog, and then she calms down a little bit after that. This stuff stabbed. Okay. Are we gonna see the salt marsh raid soon? So I got an answer to my question. I don't think I did. I think every pack was gone. Oh, no, they're there. Oh, no, I swear we looked at them last, tried to find them the other day and I couldn't find any, right? We loaded up the wife's account and couldn't find it. Like any of them. Oh, I found, they came up now. I do think this, like, trying to get more of the the preview people in and showing things off will be a good idea. That would probably be the one of the few things that I would consider kind of checking things out. I have a tough time playing more than one character at a time. We talked about this a lot lately, but if I could transfer Samus over, it'll be fine. Hush. Alright, so there's a trick right here that I'm going to use. But it would be better if I was invisible, but I'm not invisible, so it's not going to work out. But if you can split this middle exactly correctly, the Mephits will not usually see you. And you can get over here, trigger this, and recall out before the monsters get to you here. Doubly so if you have a NPC or something to distract them. They'll see you too late to catch you, I guess is what I meant to say. Alright. Yeah, see, we definitely should have done the other quest first. Alright, so this next one has a tendency to be a little bit tougher. So we'll probably turn it down to R1. Not because I'm worried about that, but because if Froggo can't do the traps, we're going to have to play a little differently. We're going to have to be a trap dodger as opposed to a trap finder. I guess we should have taken the time to get on our horse because it doesn't cost... Like, we don't have to stand still to mount. Yeah, we'll turn it down. We'll turn it down. Alright. Hush! I probably should not have done this. Actually, I probably should not have summoned Froggo. So let's pop him over here in the corner. Make sure he's in peaceful mode. Because this is gonna get crazy here in a second.
Stifling heat bakes the walls of the inner temple. It is true, then. The fires of Furnia itself must blaze within. One of the summoning braziers lies ahead, ablaze with crimson flame. You must smash it to extinction. First summon Barbarous Smash, closing its gate to Furnia. There is still much work to do. jungle struggles to claim this corridor that obscures the gargoyle ambush. A battered and scarred ogre chieftain watches you from among the ruins.
Alright, I'm fairly certain I just heard my mother-in-law's dog yeep outside. I think I actually need that. What am I doing? Don't lie. We know we're grabbing these. We know we're grabbing them, so we might as well just... I've not figured out a way to grab this without... excuse me, without activating these guys. So I'm just going to activate it on purpose. Sometimes it doesn't matter because you can just like run down, grab it, and then take off, but... let's see what happens. I'm totally just... didn't attack there like I should have. Okay. There's a pattern to these puzzles. I honestly don't remember what it is. It's like 1 4 4 4 or 4 4 4 1 or... doesn't matter. I'm just gonna look it up using Grimm's DDO Puzzles app. If I can click it. Usually this one over here will catch up by the time we clear this. Alright, this is Sealed 6. It's a ghost. Has a lot of turns. Red. Blue is going to be candy cane. Yeah, so it's just that first one that's weird, and the rest of them are 4. You know what? I'm going to add a problem to Jerry's stream that's completely just my own problem, probably. Oh, I didn't realize that we had a nasty method here. Ooh, really nasty method. Alright, we got him. Are we going to die? Looks like our hireling took care of business. Stunning 7. Oh. All right. We're doing good. So we'll collect this, and then we'll hit the. There's 2 explorers on the way out that I just want to tag for mental completion's sake. So again, keep in mind that we're at like 2,500 experience, give or take, extra by stopping to do the explorers currently, and we've got probably maybe a minute extra invested in it so far. Everything else has just been like running to the quests and running past things. Now we are intentionally going to go back for explorers that we missed. I honestly think I'm going to have to take this. I don't need it all the time, but it would be nice to have had it a little bit earlier. You know, maybe I should actually watch Jerry's stream. Ooh, we actually have monsters here, named here. Alright. I don't actually care about these scorpions, I just wanted to get that. So what do we get? An extra 3,000. So for about, let's call it a minute, 2 minutes. We'll call it 2 minutes maybe. Just this little bit of extra Explorer stuff I picked up. It's like an extra 5,000, 6,000 experience points today. It's not bad for like 2 minutes extra out of the way, right? And that's finishing those Explorers and, oh yeah, what am I doing? Finishing those Explorers and the 2 rares that we found, just finishing those. Wasn't bad. Alright. I'm going to take a restroom break. I don't think anyone's actually hanging out with us really at the moment. There's a couple of people in the chat, but I think most people are probably mostly watching Jerry at the moment, so I'm not going to bother running the ad. I'm just going to mute. I'll be right back in a few seconds after a quick tinkle. Alright, I'm back. Can I private message this person yet? I guess not. Alright, perfect. I wanted to send out a quick tweet to somebody here that I'm trying to get on the stream. Alright, so I definitely want to make sure that I take the time to get the experience that I meant to from Spies in the House here. So we'll do this. Okay, do we want to take the time to do the traps? Probably. Wow. Jerry was just like, other than these 13 things, my gear is fine. No, it wasn't quite that bad. It's good though. I have a lot of that same issue. I know from my particular situation at the moment, I've been spending zero time thinking about Javabot's future gear, and I 100% need to. 100%. Let's see if Froggo can just go straight to disabling the trap. Did. It said the door was locked, but that's cool. Do the same thing here. See if he'll go straight to disabling. Alright, we'll tell him to search. I gotta get a breath. Maybe if I can target it, he can touch it. This one, I don't remember where this trap box is at. I think it's up high, which means I don't think he's going to be able to get it. But I honestly don't remember. Yeah, I think it's up here, if I remember correctly. Which I, of course, may not. The reason why I take spot is because I don't really remember that stuff all that well. Hi, cutie. Couple of weird trap boxes there. We're at 5. We have gotten 0 bonus yet. Man, there's a lot of traps in this quest. I think there's a trap box here. Wow. That Arborian was not being very nice, huh? I think there's one here as well. Oh, is there not a trap here? I thought there was a trap here for sure. Yeah, there is. Don't do this to me, Froggo. We're looking for these experience points. Oh boy. Alright, we got 2 more traps standing at the bottom, I think, right? We have our 7. We're not that far away from just having the bonus, I think. Alright, and there's like one over here somewhere, right? Maybe it's against this wall. Guess we'll cast Featherfall for this quest. We've talked about my Featherfall dislike before. Probably will end up going back to a proper trinket soon and switching out of Featherfall to spell. Although, isn't that one of the things that warlocks are constantly casting on people to buff them is haste or Featherfall? So maybe I keep it. Oh no, Froggo is up here. Okay. Want to make sure that we keep Froggo someplace safe, mostly because I already used my 1 GH clicky on him, and I really don't want to have to use a second, or like Shrine to get a second one. And I think that 2 points is the difference right now from some of these traps exploding and some of them not. I wonder if you could do a throwing cleric. I feel like you should be able to, like a DC throwing cleric. I don't know if it'd be good though. It's a lot of trees to go up. Make it. Oh, we did it. Almost never make this leap first. anytime the game like hurls me quickly, either up or down or side to side, it doesn't really matter. It just kind of like is a luck of the draw of where I actually end up in my limited experience in getting hurled around the game. Oh, what's going on? Are we using Froggo? I'm using some Froggo action here. Froggo's been doing some work today. I bet the level 30 Froggo's got to be good. Let's get this. Never mind. I was going to say, let's get this stuff locked down, but if we're not even going to be able to get it stunned, we're certainly not going to get her done here. Can you... Oh, you're going to work on that. Okay. Can you come up here and, like... I'm killing this method. I swear there was a... Is this not... Maybe this... Yeah, okay. Let's say, is this not trapped? Okay, so we're not going to be able to have him just activate without searching. Again, Froggo's getting it done. I can't blame the frog for what he's doing. Alright, sounds like Jerry's out. Get down here, Froggo. Alright. Let's see, how's it going? It's going fine. Froggo's getting some work done. If he can actually search this thing out, that would be great. Any working the control panel, Froggo? Are you just too short to reach the panel? Took too long to reach the panel, maybe? Alright, well, no. We're Jerry. I guess this means we get to go back to music if we want. So what do you guys want for the weekend bonus? I feel like now's the time to tweet and irritate people. Everybody always wants, like, experience. More experience is always good, but I feel like they should have other bonuses that they do. Alright, well. He's still doing work. Young Froggo. I feel like what the bonus should be is like everyone gets a movement speed bonus. That'd be so good. Could you imagine a movement speed bonus? Okay. Can I search this out, or do I need Froggo? Looks like I need Froggo. Of course I do. Alright, we'll see if some people trickle in now that Jerry's a little bit more done for the day. But if not, it's fine. We're going to have a good time regardless. Thinking of gear, Java is essentially naked at level 30. So that's going to give us a lot of wiggle room to figure some of these things out. Alright. Again, I'm feeling slow. There he is. Okay. Ow. I think we probably took the bigger hit. We must have critted there. We need to make sure that we drink a Death Ward pot here. Probably was taking damage somewhere. I want to make sure that he... I mean, honestly, we're probably getting close to his GH running out anyhow, but we're very close to needing him again. I want to make sure that he's in reach. I don't want to wait 5 minutes after like dismissing him to resummon him because I couldn't be bothered to keep him alive or something stupid. So keep an eye on everything. Okay. Thought I had okay, he's actually healed up. Looks like he must have joined us. Okay. Alright, good. Both of you guys stay back here for a minute. Using the terrain as cover, so we feel awesome about our sweet Dungeons and Dragons tactics. Using tactics are sweet. Okay. So, I feel like I can... Yeah. I don't usually bother to break breakables, but I thought with Soundburst in our hand we might be able to break those. Looks like people are, in fact, trickling back in from Jerry's stream. Welcome, chat. I suspected as such. Alright, so this specifically is one of the places in the game that I struggle with more than any. And I think... Yeah, okay. I had the feeling all of this stuff was going to wear off by now. Alright, good luck. Alright, nice. Alright, so the reason I struggle here is not... It's just how the game, like, hurls me. I mean, you guys just saw. I was actually fine. I should have stayed up there, but I had moved without realizing it. Like, look at that. How do people overcome that? Just cross your fingers and hope, right? That's what I do. That was a big ding. You gonna let me jump up here? No. feel like my jump should be high enough to make this. When in doubt, cheat, right? No. That's bad. That is not what we're about. Come on. Alright. Because we have to defeat the fire, or the elementals. It's part of the quest. So we can't just leave them, unfortunately. You gonna come close enough that I can just get you? It's like, nope. Sorry, Possum Kingdom from Toadies is on, and Toadies is one of the bands that I love, but I always forget when I'm trying to like put together playlists. So need to remember the love button while we're... Nope, not gonna do it. Okay. Oh, she's doing it. She did it. Hopefully she made it up here. Looks like she did, or otherwise she'd probably be dead. Alright, the secret to this quest. Don't get air gusted there. The other secret, this thing's way closer. Ooh, we're gonna be close. Can we activate on a ladder? I was afraid of that. It's part of the reason we headed towards the shrine. That guy was just going, like, we're slow. We couldn't get moving. Again, dying's not the worst problem. It's not having a plan to die. Because taking a death every once in a while is just par for the course. But you have to be able to recover for that. And when that Reaper popped up here, we knew we were done. Come on. Don't think there's that many breakables in here, maybe? There's a couple, though. Nice. Great job, Froggo. Get out of here. You're fired. Got me the bonus. I can't complain much harder. Or I can't complain. He couldn't have done a much better job. So we took a death, but at the end of the world. how did we do? 14 breakables. Yeah, there must be stuff then that I'm missing. Alright, so we can take level 11. That was the last 8 that I was kind of worried about. And I would have done this, done those other 2 quests, and then taken the level and then finished the 06. So we're kind of still on track from everything that's going on earlier, but just a little bit different order than we originally planned is all. What are you guys listening to? What's your song at the moment? What's your jam? Pretty much right now, I think anything by Cake has kind of got my attention. Just the mood I've been in of late. Oh, we're on our horse. I think that's fine. Do we want cure critical wounds? I think so. Okay, just don't see us using some of the other stuff. While we're at it, I think we can... Oh, we still have another day before we can switch our spell. Gross. I have 2 points. Is it better to have 1 more charisma or have this thing another tier? Probably another tier on this thing, right? Let's do another tier of that thing. So we're going to check our bank. Level 11 is green steel things. I think Java's got some green steel stuff. I don't remember what. If it'll be anything useful or just all completely garbage for me, I have no idea. Today, those are 13. Okay, so we have a green steel cloak, which unfortunately our sets are cloak, so it's not like we're going to be sliding into this thing permanently. So we might not even worry about it. What else do we have? I was looking for these gloves. They're better than this. Just couldn't find them. Apparently Java needed them for some reason last life. There we go. We got a green steel hat. Yeah, I think this is probably still stronger. +1 profane bonus accuracy, just for a level 6 hat item, is very good. Doesn't make a lot of sense to switch out. I don't remember where some of this stuff is at, though, unfortunately. We have a Royal Guard mask for teleport around. We can let our teleport rod go. Not that we really use it a lot, but it's still okay. We're not key locking. We could wear a torque full time. I don't think it's better than just leaving this on. But that is another layer of items that we could potentially use. Lead booties. Do like Whirlwind Guard, but the rest of this doesn't really do a lot for me. As opposed to all this Seeker. Alright, I'm not seeing anything. This Chainmail Coif is kind of cool, but I don't think so. And I can't imagine anything in here at level 11 that we missed. Yeah, that's probably a nay. Okay, so basically we just got our teleport mask, but that's enough. Alright, so we have invaders. A group with invaders up. Is this on Reaper? Oh, you can go Pike with Ritz. We've already done these, so like we'd be repeating. If this is... This has got to be Reaper, right? Cinematel. Sorry, I just got like a... Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay. Alright, we'll join these guys. It's gonna be repeat, but it's fine. I'd rather repeat than... I'd like to have somebody hanging out, at least. Get some Pike in. Hey guys, on my way. Probably won't be able to hear you though, just as a warning. The in-game chat, it's just bad for me. But perhaps if I... Yeah, we did all these things, so I don't have to do anything tough. Perhaps if we... I'll be right there. Hey Ritz, what's up, Bubba? Yeah, I'm coming to basically Pike. I've already done these quests, so... I mean, I'll obviously go forth and do whatever I need to do, but... I, essentially free experience in my brain here. Kind of also hoping that maybe this group will turn into a Vaughn 5-6 run, but doesn't seem likely. I feel like we just haven't had a bunch of people of late. I think Michael managed to get one done. Alright, shall we play catch up? See if we can get there. We all know the answer is no, if they're near the end, but maybe we can, why'd this not get opened? Valuable breakables in here, guys. Oh, they already broke it all, though. So maybe you don't need this for the breakables? Okay. Very well. Meow. So we could have picked up 3 collectibles so far that I have skipped because I'm trying to catch up to the group and be a helper. a little bit of a helper. Leaving. Yeah, I don't remember what the second time through experience was, but that did not seem like very much. Oh, man. Some heartburn this morning. I started taking a new vitamin, and it's recommended that you take it with something. And oh no, I'm just gonna play quiet here. I don't know what difficulty they want to do it on. Uh-oh. Peaches by the President of the United States of America. Gonna eat a lot of peaches. Looks like we're good. Oh, shall we just get to it then? Should be solid. So I can't trap, but I can detour and come back. Woman. All right. I'm like in for the massive Zerg team. It's been a long time since we've kind of gotten like some people who are ready for some Zergs. Who do we end up following? Ritz? Looks like it. I think Ritz is the only warlock in the group. Man, it's nice to have in a group. All right. I don't know what the situation is. But I'm going to assume that if people are running off, that they've got it under control, and I can go head the other direction. Ah, Santa Monica by Everclear, one of my favorites. Java getting more love, mostly because I would like to just get him done, and I'm afraid that if I don't spend a little bit of time on Java and get him at least in that 20-ish range before I TR, that he'll never get played. So if I'm level 20 on Java, then even if I just like kind of do sideways stuff like the occasional shroud and some of that other stuff, then Java can still get to 30 and still be viable to do this thing that he needs to do. So I'm kind of putting in a little bit of leveling time now. Alright, path should be open. Why did they de-door here? They didn't unlock the wing. Weird. Oh, hey, you know, I should probably put this spell on my bar. And then the second level spell can go. Somebody de-doored like right as I opened the gate, so I think everybody just left right as I got here to open the door for you guys. Give me just a minute and I'll have the door open. Is Frogos done with the D-door? Like, you guys have the path open? Okay. Didn't want to have to fight my way back, but it looks like I can't move Froggo, so we'll just fight back, I guess. I do have an invisibility ring. Okay, well, might not have time to mess with it. Oh, take a night-night. Oh, take a wake-wake. Oh, looky here. Looky what we found. Shwink. I heard some stuff go ching ching, so I'm assuming that we got some stuff ready to rock here. What? There we go. Alright. Oh. I hope I didn't just mess up real bad. Oh no, okay. Would you guys like to help in the quest? Alright. That's funny to me. Whenever a monster just like runs from a million years away in the quest, I'm always like, why? You know that I left you alive for a reason. And it's because I didn't want to take the time to kill you. But you're gonna run all the way through the quest to what? I mean, look at it. Alright, did I not... I might not have enough jump on Java to get up there. and loot this without having to climb up. And yes, I'm going to stopping at my collectible. I skipped all my collectibles in the last quest. And this extra planar poop, very important to me. There's a wizard out there that needs that for a spell component. Yeah. So you always want to start with this red one first. Then you don't have to worry about turning them a second time through. So candy cane, hat. Yeah, see, if you do it like this, you have to backtrack on green and red. But if you do it the other way, start with red and go clockwise, you don't have to backtrack. It's like a well over a 30-second time difference when you're under attack. Let's go! Oh, someone cast a jump on me. I think I need a jump for this, but I will take it. I'm out of sprint boost, though. Get all these guys to follow us to the fire pit. Get these dogs to chase me down to the fire pit. Hello? Okay. I hope I missed one. There we go. Looks like I'm not the only one that's down with the fire pit plan. Get the dogs in there to get melted. Although, to be honest, I wouldn't, like, just throw away a Mithril Defender. That thing would be coming home for us for sure. Oh, nope. Nope. I was told you could make that jump with just a feather fall and a jump spell. I haven't cast haste. Oh well, gravity happens. Rod taken, experience gotten. That's all that really matters. Well, it looks like they did not think they were going to have time for a... for Vaughn 5 and 6, unfortunately, which is kind of why I joined the group, but it's okay. Alright. Well, looks like the group left. Alright, not a problem. I'll put something up in a minute. What? I don't feel like doing the raid, like, as the raid leader. I'm such a bastard like that. Alright, what do we got? Shadow Crypt run? Is this a Reaper? Is a Reaper. I'm in for that. I'm in for a Shadow Crypt, baby. Yeah, we definitely need to get the music set up in my own Discord. I've been thinking about it. Tried to use it in Talab's Discord. I apparently had some difficulty with it, and he mentioned that to do it, you just need to go to another room and put some stuff in. I don't know. I was having some problems with it. One, putting it in my own system would help me get my head wrapped around it. But two, I'd really like to. Wow. Are they really struggling? This guy's not even in the quest. Just the one guy right now in the quest. Oh, looks like Ritz is here too. Looks like there's a line of people looking to try to get in. Ritz is here, looking for some experiences. Oh, hey baby, how you doing? Doing better? Yeah, good. Yeah. What do we got? What is going on in Australia? They're just going to take a bunch of kids, round them up, put them in a stadium, and then vaccinate them without their parents even having permission, or... Wow. Okay. Well... I'm not... I don't have a... Do I have an opener? I have an opener. We're just going to go ahead and start... Just going to load up my opener. What are they going to do? Who is the opener? Fumblebot, right? That's how you can tell. Alright. Let's go over to Alright, that should not count as someone leaving. Okay. Alright, ready? Don't need that yet. Okay. Back to back! Back to back! I think that guy may have finally decided to invite us to his party. Something just told me I was in a party already. Let me get the solver. So once again, for those of you who don't know, Grimm's puzzle solver has a Shadow Crypt walkthrough in. What do you want? Fast or all of them stick together? Looks like we stuck together. All right, so wow, that's a lot of strength damage actually. All right, so now we're going north. Thank you, by the way. Alright, here we're going to go east. Yeah, we definitely got to get the music going. South from here. Oh, I got this one if you just want to head south. Oops. Must not got around this corner. Alright, yellow pyramid. Okay, from yellow pyramid we're going to go south again. I really like the UI for this puzzle, by the way. Having the ability to like scratch in and out for like where you're actually at in the process is pretty nice. Alright, 3, 0, 1. By the process elimination left 2. Again, for those of you who don't know, this isn't binary. So binary, this is the 1 slot, this is the 2 slot, so this is 1, this is 0, so that's 1, this is 0, and this is 2, so that's 2, and then 1 plus 2 is 3. Where are we? North to green torches. So I always try to like get an idea of what's going on as I get the monsters to spawn to just kind of help with the speed a little. Alright, from here we're going to go north to the blue pyramid. So I used to draw my own map for this, essentially. Because this is how I was taught how to do the quest by my friend Precious. And I would not have told you or believed you. East. I would not have believed you had you told me this was just like 3 maps or whatever. There are rules that we knew were like hard rules, but I don't know. It is what it is. All right, so west to the end. That's one of the rules. Like west of underwater is if it's yellow underwater, west is the end. There we go. Whew. I can tell that it's getting close to break time because I am hungry. Haste and blur. I mean, it's nice that all your bard songs like automatically go off. You don't have to constantly be doing them on people, but I kind of miss having the like Skinner reaction of taking the time to have buffed everybody. Nope, come here. Come here. Yeah, I'm glad I decided to go ahead and put Intimidate on this guy. Alright, 1, 2, 3 XP. What? Alright, I'll have to read whatever that is in more detail later. What else sounds good at level 9? Redfin's chain. Sounds good. All right. I have the ability to teleport now with my face. You guys can't teleport with your face. I wish I could teleport with my face. There was a a Facebook post the other day, and it was like, what would be your superpower? And then the next person that responded got to like have the side effect of your superpower. And all I wanted to be able to do was cast Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion like once a day. That's all I care about. That's all I want. I mean, teleport would be fine, fly would be fine. Like, those things would all be fine. Like, things that would be lovely to have or to be able to do or whatever. But at the end of the day, if I could only pick one, I want to be able to take my damn house with me. Which is, I guess, like the moral of this stream or the overriding idea behind it. Worst one first. Worst one first. What song is this? Twitch? Can you, or Spotify, can you get back? No! Son of a... Damn it. I was really enjoying that song. I had not heard it before. Yeah, we've got to come up with a better system to be able to play music on this stream. I think that's the only one that I have.
The villagers watch the slimy water with stern eyes. The attack could begin at any moment.
Oh, the attack's going to begin any moment, for sure, for sure, for sure. The Shahongwan. Alright, so as a thing of pride, if nothing else, I try to get the optional with all the keep everybody alive. So you're going to see me actually target these NPCs a lot to see if they need healed. And a couple of them pretty consistently do. Alright, she's supposed to be defending. Okay. My friend Dustin just sent me a bunch of information. Let me check this real quick.
Stop those Sahagin! I will be safe until you return. With the demolition attempt stopped, the Sahagin will surely renew our efforts to kill Vircha Eternos. He will need protecting again, and soon.
Okay.
The attack resumes as more Sahagin burst from the brackish wall.
Hey, thanks for taking care of that. I was dealing with those things. Hey, mate, we are in last stand. We'll do our best to hold for you, but this is not one that you can like wait on, so you're gonna need to hurry. Yep, you're good. We're not quite at that point. We're not at the last wave yet. Alright, I'm gonna go around and do some healing. That guy's fine. Looks good. There's just this one. Okay. Again, as a matter of personal pride, I like to try to get that done. Where are these fragments at? Haha! Free fragments. Yes. I'm in. Next to the collectible doodad, too. Oh, couldn't be much more better placed than that. So we're going to take a trip to Denver in December. And we're trying to figure out if we're going to fly or drive, or we're going to go up early, if we're going to just go for the same time that everyone else is going. We took a couple of lead days and trail days off, so we could drive, we could do whatever. Third wave has begun. Let me see if I can get one charmed, maybe? That might hold off for... Nope. One died. Looks like my charm guy just continued to smash him, too. Alright, he says he's in. Alright, last wave. I haven't heard of this band Helmet before. This is new. For me, anyway. Oop, I'm gonna hit the intimidate button. I bet being equipped is a little bit different than not being equipped. Alright, Claw next. Really? Something must have got lucky to hit me. White Plume is 9, right? It's not 10. It's 9. I like this bottle, but I don't like this lid. I need a different lid.
Crumbling altar. A sense of ancient evil hangs heavy in the air. In more peaceful times,
So I usually pick up some of this experience on the way just because it's quick and easy experience. But I usually don't red alert the dungeon. So hey, welcome back. We're ready for Claw of Valcor.
flickering braziers now show that this marks the beginning of the fire giant's territory.
Since we have 4 people, I'm going to step it up just a little bit more. I doubt we'll even notice. I guess we should probably not stand around and let the waste time while the NPCs don't go do their business. Oh, my neck has just been so tight the last week and a half. Today's the first day that it feels nicer. Geezer Hermit says 9, so White Plume Mountain is 9, so we need to do White Plume Mountain before I level out of 11. I like that quest. I really enjoy it. I think it's a good one. Also, good morning, Geezer Hermit. How you doing, buddy? Anyone see the princess? There she is.
I heard whispers from your backpack. There we go.
Is everyone familiar with the quest? We don't have any number of people. I don't need to like babysit. Happy to do it. If people are unfamiliar, please. I'd rather to be told than not, but traps in here, please, Captain Trapper. Okay. Pretty big difference also between like hardcore and not hardcore.
Iona whispers.
There's one more trap like part way up this hallway with the fire jets. Somewhere around there. guys. I wanted to get that bonus if we could, and we did, so yay us. I could probably sneak most of these, but I don't have my own invisibility spell except for a couple of clickies. Let me try. Let me try the next one here. It's been a minute that I've done all these, but that's one other than Samus. We'll see. Wow, there's a Reaper. Yeah, never mind. No. Oh. I don't know. It's fine. We'll just murder. Murder hobo. Let's go. It is really fun to do this quest, kind of in that sneaky way. With the addition of Reaper mode, though, it certainly is tougher. And champions, because the champions can have an enhanced senses as well. But the Reapers just always see you, so doing it the stealth method without it is pretty tough. Or with them, it's pretty tough. I like this song. Molly. I don't like how none of the monsters are attacking me. Normally that would be a perk, but at the moment it is not. We want to try to separate the healers from the big guy as much as possible until we know that he's down. That's why we zerged in that way. Because he was a champ, I have to turn around and make sure there's not a chest back there. Lame. Just stand right here, and you'll avoid all the fire. I'm gonna wait patiently. One of the two.
The air in this chamber is dusty and stagnant. It has not been stirred for centuries.
Alright. It's a scary one. Voices?
There it is. We've done it. Behold the power of God.
Alright, Fathom the depths. Set the hireling on attack mode. You never know what they might pick up. Oh, do they add a chest there to the end of that? Lame. That quest doesn't. That quest doesn't have treasure. Superman's Dead by Our Lady Peace. That's the other one I need to make sure that I get added for sure. I'm old, what can I say? I had a good time in the 90s. Suck it. Wow. Can't believe you're here, huh? Oh, these things didn't upgrade again, right? No. There's no water! I broke my ankles! Oh, that's fine. Should be in pretty good shape, actually. We're definitely going to have the ability to level before the end of the stream. I think if the timing works out kind of the way I think it's going to work out, it's going to be, we're going to have about 15 minutes left at the end of these quests to do one more. I think we might be able to get a White Plume Mountain done even if the group is amenable. I might have, I could easily break an ankle. That is fair. Yeah, this is why I don't do breakables. I just hate them. I feel like you miss one or the game like lags and you don't contact it. It's just like, ugh, I'm done. Yeah, the one perk of playing Java is don't have very many Reaper points, so I can actually start the quest when the quest starts. As opposed to like 2 minutes after the quest is going. You only do breakables as a cone lock. Yeah, I don't mind doing them in certain quests where they're like batched together or they like coincide with something else, like an optional that's like break all the eggs. And you're like, well, if I'll break these eggs, I'll be like halfway to the breakable bonus. You know what I mean? I don't seem to have such a problem with it, but quests like this one where there's like 6 here, 6 there, it's like, ugh. Trying to remember to catch all these Slavs so they are freed. So I haven't decided where, but I'm going to introduce an Abraham Lincoln type character to my D&D campaign, but he's going to be a bad guy. And I haven't decided exactly where it's going to go. Wow, that was absolutely terrible jumping. And we missed one. Damn it! How did we miss one? I was so careful. You don't do all quests, but quests like Vaughn 3 make it easier to come on. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the reason why I tend to take Sonic Blast over other things, even when it's not good.
The switch that controls the magical barriers is nearby, guarded by several fierce Sahagin. The magic barriers vanish, releasing flames of water that flood the area.
That was like a terrible engage. That whole part was bad. There's like breakables up here, right? Are we even have anything? We have mischief. That's enough for me. I'm over it. I gotta do something about this damage. I really feel like this weapon is fine. I just need to boost my charisma a bunch. Don't really have a way to do that much higher than it is now.
In the chamber ahead, a Sahagin
I have to look at
the remains of a smashed container. The planar effect is not clear.
Look at the oh, what is it called? The shrine stuff? The augments. See if I can slide in like a 2 charisma augment or something, or extra pluses. Alright, those of you who are flagged for the last one, we're going to start the last one. If you don't have that one, you need to go do the first one. You can go take a minute and knock it out. You can probably catch us. Yeah, my phone is bugged out at the moment. It's still playing the music, but it thinks it's on an ad, so I might just leave it here forever. Who am I kidding? I love this Raven's Eye set. Love it so much. I feel like it's likely I'm going to wear the other ones. Alright, so for those of you who don't know, a smooth way to the end of the quest, or the last quest, this is the way that I take. Sometimes it has alert issues, and sometimes it doesn't. I think there's some patches that vary. But this seems to be the most efficient path for me to avoid encounter until later. What's up, buddy? A little bit more this way. So that's the path that I usually take. And like that, it's relatively smooth. Looks like Riz is the closest to following my path. Let's see what we have. We have one guy. There should be some oozes somewhere, but I never even saw them.
From atop this opening, the Sahagan's underwater base is clearly visible in the inlet below.
Never know. Sometimes these like quests generate really interesting items. There's been enough bodies, I feel like I don't have to resummon my hireling. But now it looks like it may just be back to Ritzenai. Plus I need to change this to 4-4. Alright, we'll take the second. Put another one of these guys out. It may just be completely worthless, or it may be the best thing we did. I don't know, we'll find out. Haven't run this one since Hardcore 3. Usually run the Ziggurat and the Scorps. Yeah, I actually like this quest a lot. Oh, I forgot to talk to this idiot back here. I actually do like this quest. Mostly because I think people do it poorly. So, as usual, I like to show people the right way. How? It's all about the order sequencing of the tunnels. So, like, you'll get people that won't go over here to the temple first. They'll go to, like, the mines first, which is just absolutely terrible sequencing. Or they'll have access to, some stuff in weird places. I just always skip the underwater combat. But they did change underwater combat a little bit, yeah. So the rain problem with either way is, particularly if you don't have access to D-Door, where you exit the tunnels, right? Where you exit the map. Alright, looks like my app finally unbuffered. So, if you do this one first, you appear at the south west corner of the map, which is fine because then you can walk to the around over by the to the east side of the map, and it's not that big of a deal. And then when you exit the mines, you appear in the northeast corner of the map, which is important because that is directly, with a little bit of walking around, next to the infight in particular. So, like, if you're trying to minimize your amount of time in the underwater zone, because the underwater combat was not the best, then that's what this guy should be free, right? Nope. Was it actually an update or was it oops? No, my understanding is they made underwater. They wanted to make it better. So like, some of the spells that didn't work at all before work some now, and some of the spells that worked extra good got turned down a little bit. Right. So, didn't lightning bolt do like or lightning spells do like 200% damage or something in here, and now they do like 125% or something. But fireball spell, like fire spells, did 0, and now supposedly they do 75%, 80 and 20. Okay, there you go. Whatever the exact numbers are, like mild increases, kind of across the board. Okay. 80% versus nothing is great for me since the majority of my characters are firecasters. Yeah, it irritates me in 5th edition how they like change the rules for that kind of stuff, and they were like, no, magical source is a magical source. It doesn't matter if that magical source is magical fire or water or whatever. Magic isn't going to be negated by the mundane. And I was like, but it does make it nice for my characters because we are doing a lot of like underwater stuff. So it is nice for them that we don't have to like worry about casting certain spells underwater or there's a chest over there, but I don't think I care. I mean, it does make sense for electrical and sonic damage to do more underwater situation, but at least fire spells work now, so I suppose, yeah. I mean, but they used to work, like, well over, right? They were too strong in those situations. Deep, I have zero idea where you are, man. Okay. You got this. -11. He's fine. What? Now, we get to D-Door because I have D-Door. So we are actually going to save a little bit more time, but not infinite. Oh, I can't tumble underwater? That's so much malarkey. ahead. Enter the mines. Thank you. Take your time. There's nobody's in danger. Oh, fragment days. 16. Oh boy. What am I gonna do for lunch? I'm hungry. And I don't know. Alright, we are a smidgen behind where I thought we'd be in this quest, so afterburner's on. I don't know if you guys saw that right there, but our main-handed weapon despawned, and then we automatically switched to single-hand fighting mode, and that's what that was. No. He just stepped in.
The high peak sits perched above it, protected by his magic. Held before the village for the moment is a huge scribe who sits its confinement as
Is this a spaceship? What is this symbol? Is it a fork? It's a trident? Could a trident not also be a fork? It's the deep questions like that that keep you coming back. So I talked to the wife a little bit about the possibly mixing the schedule up a little bit and trying to wrap up later than 2 o'clock. And I think we might try that a couple days a week, but I don't think we're going to do it every day. So what days should we go longer in the afternoons? All right. Wednesday and Friday. Well, Fridays are unfortunately a no-go. So see how where we teleport here? This allows us the optimal pathing for being the least amount in the water for underwater combat. That's why this is the correct way to do this quest. You can do it other ways, and you're only a little bit wrong. Wednesday, though, Wednesdays we could possibly go long Wednesday.
With the elemental prisons destroyed, the water guardians have abandoned their posts at the palace gates. You can now enter. You have reached the palace. It appears that the rebels have already established a foothold. A gray-skinned Sahagan captain beckons you closer.
What wave are you on? Are you on wave 3 at least? Or wave 2 at least? I think he went in when we saw that message. Which means I think it took him too long to get to the quest. I think we're gonna be too much on rails before. I could have not come down here. I guess I hadn't started the infight yet. But we'll definitely be triggering off pretty soon. Alright, we're going to give people a minute. I'm going to use the restroom then really quick, if everyone doesn't mind. Put some sort of questions or something in the chat, and I will answer them when I get back. Alright. See how Last Stand's going. Nobody has left any questions or anything exciting in the chat to talk about. Chatters, I need you guys. We're a symbiosis here. I can only make up so much conversation on my own. That's not true. I can talk a lot. But if this was not a daytime stream, I would share some of the stand-up I've been working on. But it's all about currently about blowies. And I don't think we want to have a bunch of blowy talk on the AM streams, so. What should you play as your last drow life? I almost always pick a intelligence-based character when I have to play a drow, with the exception of I played a no drow or a no con drow fighter, just for the one, I was bribed to by the chat, and two, it was a good challenge. So I must always do some sort of wizard with an arty splash when I play a drow, or like a DC based charisma build like a Swork. What could be fun again? Tobrel did a Drow Paladin. No, sorry, a Drow Wizard. I don't know if it was a Wizard Rogue or if it was a Wizard Arty. I mean, it could have also been Monk too, actually, now that I think about it. But it was a ninja, it was a shuriken thrower build. It was worked really well. You're doing reach for the sky while you watch? Nice. Again, we don't anything. Doesn't have to necessarily be questions, but the occasional tidbit that I can ramble on about is quite strong. So 4 a.m. in Kabul, the Taliban is currently going through the crowd outside of the airport and beating the civilian men with chains, while thousands of U.S. Marines are posted on the other side of a gate, ordered to stand down and not engage. The nightmare that's going on in Afghanistan right now is real. What sound does a cow make? Moo. What sound does a pig make? Oink. What about a rooster? Cock-a-doodle-doo. What sound does a red magic player make? Counterspells are unfair. Where? We'll see who's laughing after I burn you out next game. Oh, man. That's a good one. I like that one. Hi, good looking. What's up? Hi, Quinn. You chat? I don't know if we can do it. I don't know, but we'll try. You want to come sit up here? Come here. Oh! Oh, we got a grumpy Gus. Yeah, I'm talking about you, grumpy lady. Yeah. We got Margot, and we got a Quinn down here, too. I'll see if I can get her, too. Come here. Oh, what a good girl. Hi. Oh. So much love. I know, it's almost 2, isn't it? Yeah, it's almost 2. You're ready for Papa. Hi. Alright, ready to get back down? Yep. Quest is ready to get started. Yeah, I feel you. It's a whole lot of bad over there. We've asked here in the United States, we've asked people for 20 years to go over there and hold that, right? But that area has never not been in conflict, and we either need to decide that we're staying or we need to leave. And I feel like we ask people to live, breathe, and die for this over there, and I feel like kind of letting them down. I mean, people are comparing it to Saigon, right? But no one was falling off of out of helicopters in Istanbul. Or, sorry, in Saigon. But we had people literally clinging to helicopters and airplanes and this week.
The demon within roars with frustration. Its host on his plane now lost.
It's pretty insane. Again, I hope that whoever's got power over there to help people can do that. Alright, people aren't like interested in doing the optional, are they? Oh, we got Deep's interested? Alright, fine. Let's go see a man about a horse. That'll probably be the last bit of quest also. We are... I want to hold for White Plume Mountain, but other than that, I don't think there's any other 9s that we have to do. So we will
Great heat emanates from this pit, causing the water to boil up.
see what we got.
Is the demon's gate. A magical barrier blocks entry for the foolish and ordinary. You find yourself in the demon's infernal world.
I mean,
Bubbling hot lava surrounds you. Please watch.
I feel like that's a very jaded, but not necessarily incorrect opinion on that. I think that it really depends on a lot of the social pressures on what people will be willing to do or not do when it comes to government. Jeez. Make sure that the haste going on here. Let's stay on it. Hope that we. It's only got a couple hundred hit points left. Oh! Failed an Unholy Blight. 300 some points of damage. Jerk. Big jerk. Thanks, guys. I hadn't been murdered today. Oh. That was bad. That was a terrible idea. Don't do that. Wow, okay. I should have just teleported out. It's all good. Alright guys, I think I'm going to take my lunch break. I'll see you guys later. If you're around in my level range tonight, you're welcome to my LFMs. Or check out the stream and send me a tell. Alright. We'll In all honesty, I'd love to see the politicians stop playing the blame game. Just don't. No, that's not. It's not how you get elected, my friend. That's not how you get elected. You get elected by not having things that people can point to you and say, look at, you did this thing wrong, so you do nothing. And you point at everyone else and say, look at the terrible things that they're doing. That's it. That's the name of the game. That's part of the reason that people have a tendency, especially when it comes into government action, have a scary tendency to like lean more authoritarian than I would like. And a lot of people want people to be authoritarian when it comes to that kind of stuff. I don't get it, but
When the top is open, the Sahagan's underwater base is clearly visible in the inlet below.
I remember reading the new Ring of the Valkor was not bad. It's easier for them to find dirt on each other. I don't think that's it. I think it's literally just... It's easier to complain at people. You don't even have to have dirt. You just have to say things like... so-and-so said he loves cats, but yet he won't pass this pro-cat legislation. No one's going to read it and just go, oh, the reason why we didn't sign it, or we didn't help vote for it, or whatever, has nothing to do with the fact that they put this anti-dog stuff in there. Like, the first thing to fix the system is you have to pass a bill that says bills have to be easily readable by an X level reader, right? So like you have to say every law has to be written by a 10th grade reader or something, and must consist of one page of like double spaced or whatever the lettering is, but a certain amount of text that everybody can read the individual law. So if you want to do something, individual law, bam, bam, bam. And you can bundle things together in a package, right? So this is my package of bills that I'm proposing to tackle X problem. But each individual bill is its own, like each part of it's its own bill. And everybody has the ability to read it. So that when you go, you clearly hate vets because you didn't vote for the bill that we have nicknamed the pro-vet bill. And then you're like, but these had 14 things in it that I wasn't going to vote for, so I voted against the whole thing. Where you could have instead went, no, I would vote yes for these 3 things and no for these 3 things, and I'd abstain from these 2 things. But it's all part of the one bill. But we don't want that. We want these mega packages. And we want everything to be fixed all at once. And we're going to use these tricks to like slide them into place or prevent you from even talking about it in the first place. And that has become a thing. The senators don't even, and the representatives, they don't even get to read the whole bill. They're passing things. The famous quote for the Affordable Health Care Act was, we have to pass it so we can know what's in it. No? Right? You need to be able to read and understand, because I need you, my representative, to know and understand to be able to answer my questions on it, because depending on how you like vote on that is something I will continue to support you as my representative or not. right? You got to get that stuff out of there. And then you also need to like really crunch down on the financial ethics in and around the lawmakers. You know, like it happens too often that people blindly end up making millions of dollars right as this law comes into play that will do something or whatever. Like, those ethics need to really be strengthened. And I don't know if that's like how, unless they're gonna police themselves, you can't do anything. And why would they police themselves when most people are doing it, and the 2 people or 4 people or whatever are never gonna have the power to like push back against it? So like, those are the 2 big problems in my opinion. The directions after that, like, there's individual problems, but to me at the core, it turns down to those main issues. If you can't read it, then people are just going to take however it's labeled. You can have the same bill, and depending on whose spin is talking about it, the same bill could be pro-vet or anti-vet, for example. And they will argue about it and point and blame and yell. Oh! It's annoying and aggravating. Alright, speaking of annoying and aggravating, I have to go. I need to go eat before I become hangry. So I'm going to go get some push-ups going. I'm going to go get some food on. And I'll be back before you know it. I will be looking at the calendar, though, and trying to pick a long stream day outside of the hardcore, maybe a couple. I saw a video the other day I thought was awesome. The proposed quest was, if you could bring any president back from history to serve another term, who would it be? And the answer given was Teddy Roosevelt, and I couldn't agree more. I would have to think about that, but I don't think it would be Roosevelt. Yeah, it definitely would not be FDR for me. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Honestly, I hate to be this guy, but I really feel like right now, with the problems that is facing the United States, like, one of the founders, one of the big 2s, probably would come down, in my opinion. You'd want to say something like a Lincoln, but I think Lincoln would be too uncompromising for what we need right now. We need to heal, right? We can't take a divisive force and force everyone back together. We already have that right now. We need a bridger. I honestly want to say like a Garfield, because he didn't really. He kind of did like a little bit of shenanigans that caused some problems, but it wasn't really his fault. It just happened in his administration. And it was a couple of Republicans' fault, if I remember correctly. That basically kicked off one of the big depressions of the decade with some, what is it called? Protectorism laws. You gotta be careful with that stuff. That's what's killed the voting, for example, in the United States. Protectorism laws. When the government steps in and tries to help an industry, it always backfires. Always. The only time it's even been close to okay was Reagan with the motorcycle stuff, and even that I think didn't even work out that well. But yeah, I feel like one of the unifying presidents would be the correct one. And I kind of feel like the idea of a founder coming back and trying to explain the situation with the times and how to put those kind of things to the side and bring them together, I think would be really strong. What about Obama? So I'm going to be honest with a lot of people. I am a strong libertarian with right-leaning tendencies. So for me, the people that, in my opinion, that did the worst job as president are people who expanded the federal government extra largely. Those are the people that I don't care for. And I feel like the Obama presidency really did a lot of that. Really expanded government, really brought things in our lives that we didn't need, in my opinion, and I'm just not a fan of that. Reagan, trickle-down economics, no thank you. I wouldn't have picked Reagan either. There's a lot of things that I like about the Reagan administration. I am more of a Reaganite when it comes to the economic stuff, but I think he was specifically needed at the time that he was in to try to counter the Russian threat of aggression that was going on at the time. And the only way to do that was to get a big spender in there that was willing to counter spend in the military effort. But the concept of trickle-down economics is one that I see working. It doesn't make a lot of sense to people how a lot of it works, but I'm a big Freeman guy. I really like Freeman a lot. If you listen to a lot of him specifically, he kind of explains it and would do a much better job than I ever would. No, I definitely think it would have to be a person that would have to be before Democrat and Republicans, I think. I think that if it was one way or the other, it would just divide. It wouldn't bring people together. Also destroyed unions, but the air traffic controllers made it easy for him. So, air traffic controllers made it easy for him. So I have not been a big fan of unions for a lot of reasons. I technically joined a union for a couple of months because the post office is basically driven all through unions, and union back policy and shenanigans basically screwed me into the financial problems that I was having for a long time. And it was specifically because of the union's shenanigans. Now, I'm not saying that there's not a time and a place for unions. Private sector unions, I think, are pretty good. I think public sector unions are trash. I don't like teachers' unions, postal employees. Anytime that the federal government is arguing against its own people, I think then you just get in trouble. I'm like you, unfortunately, I'm not American. Not liking Biden right now, and sadly the media Dems think he's great. We're likely to see him lose massively to Trump in the next election. Trump is an idiot, but at least he made some semblance of sense. So this is my thing with Trump. I didn't like the man. I don't like the man. And I was very critical of his presidency. But I've never had a president in my mental history do his best to keep his campaign promises. It's been a joke in American politics for a long time that campaign promises are just that. And whether you like Trump or not, he did that. Which is something that I get a lot of respect out of. There's a lot of things to not like about Trump, but I think a lot of the Trump presidency was better than people will give it credit for, and they won't give him credit for it because of his personality, and his personality is the problem. Trump was busy fighting against Trump the whole time, and it helped grow the gap in the United States. I feel like, honestly, over my lifetime, which is really what I can explain, right? I was born in 79, So I got like this much of Reagan. I was like 8, right? I have no recollection of any of that. So like my big presidents are Bush, Clinton, Obama, and Trump. And personally, I feel like there was a window, like the second Clinton presidency and the first Bush presidency, that I miss. I couldn't put my finger on it. Like I couldn't like I wasn't a adult enough at the time to be able to say what it was that was good about that period. But there was something there before 9/11. The world was a different place in the United States. And I don't feel like we were tearing each other apart the way we are now. I feel like it definitely changed. Like, the world definitely shook up. That, 21 years ago now? Soon? And I don't think we necessarily handled it the best. And I would blame a lot of that on those two presidents. I would blame a lot of that on the Clinton presidency and a lot of it on the Bush presidency. And I feel like Obama was a direct response to Bush, and Bush was all response to 9/11, and the housing stuff and the time bombs that the Clinton administration set in for immigration and housing and stuff like that blew up in a combination of the Bush and the Obama administration, and that's the consequences we're dealing with today. That's the ramifications. North America had never recovered from 9/11. We haven't. And we don't even know the full shakeup. That having an attack on that scale on the United States was a thing. Powerful. We just learned that terror is an easy way to rule, so both Canada and the US are using people's fear to get votes rather than intelligence debate and working to improve quality of life. I cannot argue with that. In my opinion, we haven't had a genuinely good candidate in a long time. It feels like we're basically trying to decide which one's going to be not as bad as the other. I agree. The difference is that I really liked Gary Johnson in the 2016 election, except for his overseas problem, right? I forget. It's so long ago now. Syria gassed the guy of Syria gassed his own people, right? Gassed his town. And every candidate running at the time had their lines figured out except for Gary Johnson, and Gary Johnson fumbled on national television. Where his answer should have just been, I haven't been updated on that yet, and more than just a cursory update, and I'll be getting to that soon. Assad, that's right, Assad. Clinton passed NAFTA, which allowed the manufacturing jobs to go overseas. That's also a consequence of a situation. I tend to be a lot more open bordery than people that lean to the right. I think that some sort of agreement should happen, and tariffs and whatnot are kind of malarkey. But again, I think that's a freedom thing. And I feel like there's challenges to that that's hard to overcome, especially when you have situations where people, and this is another thing where Trump, I think, he tried to Trump explaining this, and it's a hard subject to explain, and it he tried and he punted really badly. But when you have a country like China that controls every business and can set wages and basically run slave labor, have slave camps, literally have internment camps right now, which, by the way, the United States government is putting together camps right now that sound a lot like internment camps. Let's see if I can pull up the exact thing. I think I saved it. Man, we are taking one hell of a side leap, and I apologize for this for people who are not interested. This came out. Oh, maybe it's Australian. This is an Australian thing. Project summary. With quarantine continuing to be a critical part of the Australian response to COVID-19 pandemic, the Victorian and Australian governments have committed to building a purpose-built quarantine accommodation hub outside Melbourne CBD to combat and protect the community from the highly infectious COVID virus. It's an internment camp. Also, they announced today that they will be taking over 20,000 kids, putting them into a stadium and forcing them to have a vaccine without their parents' supervision, without necessarily their permission, and they're not even going to be allowed to be in the building where the kids are getting this done. I'm for open borders with rules. Yes, I agree. Companies that use overseas cheap labor should be forced to price based on cost. So, I understand the sentiment of doing that, but I feel like we've entirely gone towards cost as our sole determiner here in the United States, and when a lot of people have given up quality. It's something that my wife and I constantly argue about. Constantly. Because she would rather just buy something cheap and use it until it explodes and then buy something else. And I'm the other way around. I'd rather save up, buy something quality, take care of it, and if it costs a little bit more to get that quality, then so be it. If it's going to last me 3 times as long but cost me twice as much, I would rather do that. So for me, and that doesn't necessarily mean American-made products are that, but I tend to buy the products that I believe are the best over what's the cheapest, and I don't think that's normal. I think that here in the United States currently, I think a lot more people are buying, they're more able or more willing to buy the cheaper product now. I don't know. I'm the guy who wore the same. I bought $50 Crocs when Crocs cost $5, and I wore those Crocs for more than 15 years. Where people were turning those Crocs over once a month because they bought the $5 Crocs. So that's my mentality. The reason I'm not for what you would call necessarily completely open borders. Like, I don't want people to just go back and forth. For those of you who don't know, and this will, some of you I think probably know this, but maybe not. It's a big part of where I come from. My stepsisters, their father was an illegal immigrant from Mexico and was constantly going back and forth, and he did a lot of shady stuff in his travels. I watched what it was like for my sisters dealing with that pain and suffering, not knowing where their father is, not knowing how he's doing, the kind of shady stuff he was up to, etc. Now, that being said, I'm a big believer in, if you want to come to the United States and make a new life for yourself, that's fine. We just need to know who you are, and you need to meld into the societal rules. We need to adjust the system to make it easier for people to come in and be part of the system, as opposed to being a subculture inside of the system, which is what we end up having now. We had 1.1 million illegal immigrants since January. That is a crazy number. My town is 50,000 people. 1.1 million people is an insane amount of people. But there's room in the United States for that. We can absorb so many people if we wanted to. But we have to know who they are and get them into the culture. I talked about this the other day, and this is where I'll kind of leave everything at, because I think we're going to get to a much deeper debate than I necessarily want to have on an AM stream. PM stream, no problem. We can talk about anything you guys want, as deep as you guys want, in a PM stream. The AM stream I try to keep a little bit more lighter, but apparently I've taken enough medicine that I'm overlooking my rules for the day. So, the United States, the core foundational idea is our Constitution, our inalienable rights, what they are, what our life should be like. That doesn't mean that if it's specifically outlined in the Constitution that other rights don't exist. There's tons of rights. We have all these rights. But the government's job is to protect these handful of ones in particular, and then leave us alone about the rest, in my opinion. But the core foundation is built around an idea. Okay? There are other countries in the world that are built around ideas. Most of those countries are built around religious ideas, specifically a religion. A lot more countries in the world are religious based. The ones that are not religious based, and I hate to say this, tend to be very racially homogenous groups, and that is the other idea. Is that that's shared historic culture around their like 90% homogenous groups. That's a lot of what Europe is like. A lot of the Middle East and a lot of Asia is built around a religious idea. A couple of them are built around a forced political belief, but those are pretty uncommon. Okay. Most countries, there's like 250 some countries in the United States, most of them are built around one of those three ideas. So to get people to come to the United States, they have to give up those preconceived notions of what their country was made of before and join the idea that is made up of the United States. So there needs to be a process in there that they learn about the United States, get those ideas, and I think that process needs to be streamlined. So if I was king of the United States for a day, my basically process to get immigration in would be, you come in, you can declare yourself at any government house or any courthouse in the United States. Come in, fill out some stuff. Every country, every courthouse, etc., gets several of these kits provided each year through the government, the United States government, and the places that need more of them get more of them. But basically, you show up, you fill out some forms, you take some pictures, you turn over some DNA, and you're given X number of days to report to a training facility, whether that's online, whether that's whatever. And that basically is like your citizenship test stuff. You go in, you take your class once a week, twice a week, whatever it is. You learn your stuff to take your citizenship test, and you take it. And you have 2, 3, 4 times to try to take this test again. Anytime that you are in the United States and you commit a major felony, while you're in this probationary status, you're gone. And if you're caught after you've been removed, then there's super stiff penalties for that. Any other time, as long as you continue to work in this probationary status where you're working on passing your citizenship test, as long as you continue to move forward in that process, then you can stay. Right? But you're not a U.S. citizen until you've passed that test. So there's like a middle step. You can come here, stay here, live, become part of the process. But you have to be taking these things. So anytime you commit a crime, a felony or whatever, while you're in this status, you're out. That's how I feel. Again, because I watched my sisters suffer with this for a man who wanted to come and be with his kids. Like, if he could have just come in and, I mean, he could have done it legally, but he chose not to, for whatever the reason is. But if he could have come in instead, declared himself, got his job, did his work, taken his tests, I would have saved his life, and it would have made my sister's lives much better. So that's kind of my thinking. But again, he never wanted to be part of the United States. He was a Hispanic man who was here to make money, and he just wanted to be with his kids. That's the part that's got to change. All right, I think with that, we got a little deep at the end, but we gained some experience. When we come back, depending on what we decide to do, for sure, if we come back with DDO, we'll probably do White Plume Mountain and then take level 12, and then we'll probably rock through Ravenloft and stuff like that, assuming we get Michael on board. If not, then I don't know what we'll do. I'm really interested in doing a Magic draft. Whether we stream it or if we just record it, I haven't decided yet. Yeah, hopefully you guys will hang out and join us. I do want to say also really quickly as we're logging out here, one of the things that I watched some of the numbers go up and down while we were talking. One of the things that's very important to me about this channel is that we can have a discussion even if we disagree at the end of the discussion. I'm not forcing you to think what I think, and I hope that you would stick around even if I don't think what you think. I'm willing to have a discussion pretty much on any topic that you would like, even if that discussion is I don't know very much about it, and then I listen to you tell me about it. There's been several topics and subjects that we have covered like that. So yeah, keep that in mind. Even if we disagree, I have a friend who's pretty far to the right. I have a friend who's so far left that they are a self-avowed communist. I have friends all on the political spectrum. The thing about having political talks is keeping in mind what the groundwork or the basis is. And for us, I think for most of us watching this stream, it's DDO. We are fans of Dungeons and Dragons, and that gives us a common ground to work with. So even if we disagree, there's no real difference between us disagreeing on a gear layout or us disagreeing on political policy. At the end of the day, we're going to have to do what we think is best, and hopefully we can come together. So the secret is having the ability to discuss it, and that is what we do at this stream, hopefully when we have these discussions, I do a fair job of telling you what I think, and I hope I do a good job of listening to you and reading your comments and trying to be patient and understanding your feedback so we can have a conversation moving forward. What level am I now? I'm currently 11. Like I said, I'll come back when I play Java next and do White Plume Mountain, and then I'll probably take 12 and start on Ravenloft. I don't know if that's going to be tonight or if that's going to be tomorrow morning. I'm going to reach out to my guildie Michael and see what he's planning on playing next, because he's kind of in my window. Yeah, he's level 12. So if I can assist a fellow guildie out by pulling him somewhere, it'd be good. Mr. Big is 7. When Java hits 20, I'll probably TR Samus, but I'll be TRing Samus into a Iconic again. I'm kind of looking at a Shatterkai Rogue 2-weapon fighting build. It sounds really fun to me, so we'll look at that. Madstone is 18. Okay. Well, again, as long as you're keeping a half an eye on the stream, you'll know what I'm doing. You don't have to necessarily know every minute, every second, but as long as you have a cursory idea of what's up on the stream, that's pretty good. Perfect. All right, everybody. Thanks very much for spending a little time with us today. For those of you who don't enjoy deep conversations like that, I apologize. You got a free sample of what it can be like in the evenings, but not always. Sometimes it's just a lot of fun and talking about dick and fart jokes. All right, everybody. Peace. Much love. We'll see you after a bit. I got to get some food in me and do some artwork. Ew.